Welcome to Maths by Swati ma'am. Dears, we are with trigonometry chapter and part 1, part 2, part 3 are already uploaded. The links are provided in the description box. If you have not watched, please go to that and watch the video, and after that come to this one. Okay, these are the board asked extra question which have appeared in the board examination only related to the exercise 1. Okay, only related to exercise 1. Dears, this is a 2013 board question where the question says if sine A is equal to 8 by 17, find other trigonometric ratios with respect to angle A. Okay, very simple one. We have done so many questions of this kind. What is provided, dears? Sine A is provided, where sine A is nothing but 8 by 17, and you already know the formula. Sine is the ratio of opposite to hypotenuse. So opposite is provided, hypotenuse is provided. You need to find the other part. Fine. So we'll draw the right angle triangle. It becomes very easier for us to find the next side. Yes or no? Now they are talking about sine A. So of course, A is a acute angle, isn't it, dear? So we'll consider B as right angle and C as another acute angle. Now with respect to angle A, dears, this will become opposite side and this will become adjacent side. And as you know, if it is 90 degree, the side which is opposite to 90 degree is nothing but hypotenuse. It is hypotenuse. Now this is what the side conventions we have. And after that, dears, hypotenuse is provided as it is given as 17 and opposite side is given as 8. Now to write all other trigonometric ratios, I need adjacent side also. Yes or no? So now to have adjacent value, we need to use Pythagoras theorem. Fine. So we already know the Pythagoras theorem. What the Pythagoras theorem says? The square of the hypotenuse. Okay, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of other two sides, that is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is what we have with respect to Pythagoras theorem. Let us substitute the values. What is the hypotenuse provided, dears? 17. So let me write here 17 square AB. I have to calculate AB, so I'll just write AB square. And what about BC? BC, that is opposite, that is given as 8. Let me substitute this as 8 square. Okay, is it fine? 17 square. I told you, you have to be thorough with square numbers. 17 square is 289. Fine. And I have AB square plus 8 square is 64. Bring this 64 to this side. Plus turns to be minus. So we'll be having 289 minus 64 is equal to AB square. Okay. Subtract 9 minus 4, 5, 8 minus 6, 2. 225. AB square is equal to 225. Bring the square to the other side. So dears, what you are going to get? AB is equal to root 225, where the square root of 225 is nothing but how much, dears? 15. Yes or no? Now I got adjacent value as 15. Now I am with all the required sides as hypotenuse 17, opposite 8 and adjacent 15. Okay, let me write all the trigonometric ratios with respect to angle A. Sin A is already provided, dears. I start with cos A. Cos A is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Okay, so what is adjacent? I have adjacent is 15, hypotenuse is 17. So what I'll be having, dears? 15 by 17. This is cos A. And after that, let me calculate tan A. Quickly remember the formula with respect to tan A. Tan A is ratio of opposite side to adjacent side, isn't it? Opposite is 8, adjacent is 15. So I'll be having here 8 by 15. 8 by 15. Now let me calculate cosec A, and I told you cosec is the reciprocal of sine. It can also be written as 1 by sine A, or else you know the formula. Formula of sine A is opposite by hypotenuse, and cosec A can be written as, dear, hypotenuse by opposite. Both are correct. Cosec can be written as either 1 by sine A or hypotenuse by opposite. Suppose if it is 8 by 17, and it can be 17 by 8. Understand? Fine. Next we'll go to sec A, and you know that sec is the reciprocal of cos. Okay, sec is the reciprocal of cos. If cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, then cosec can be written as hypotenuse by adjacent. Reciprocal, dears. If it is 15 by 17, then it will be 17 by 15. Okay, the last trigonometric ratio, that is cot A, dears. I told you, cot is the reciprocal of tan A. Okay, tan, if it is opposite by adjacent, then cot will become what? Adjacent by opposite. See, if it is 8 by 15, then it will become 15 by 8. This is how we need to solve the question when it is asked of this kind. Fine. Now, this is the next question that I am picking. This is CBSE 2018 asked question, means it is a recent question. See, what is the question? If 4 tan theta equal to 3, then evaluate 4 sin theta minus cos theta plus 1, 4 sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. Fine. So, before actually evaluating the given equation, I need to have cos and sin. Yes or no? So, what is given hint? The given hint is, dears, 4 tan theta is equal to 3. Bring 4 to the side. Multiplication turns to be division. So, I will be having tan theta is equal to 3 divided by 4. Tan theta is equal to 3 divided by 4. Now, we'll represent this with the help of the right angle triangle. Yes or no? Now see, they are talking with respect to theta. So I'll name this angle as theta for my convenient, and I'll name the triangle as A, B and C. Fine. Now, according to the given question, tan theta is provided, and you know that tan theta is nothing but opposite divided by adjacent. If it is theta, dears, this will become opposite side and this will become adjacent side. If it is 90 degree, then surely it is a hypotenuse. Yes or no? Now the thing is, I need to have first hypotenuse value. Yes or no? Dears, you can see opposite is provided as 3 and adjacent is provided as 4, and I need to find the hypotenuse. You have to remember some Pythagorean triplet which are basically necessary for us to identify. As in, like in the previous question, 8, 17 and 15 were the Pythagorean triplets. Like that we have 3, 4 and 5 are also Pythagorean triplet, where 5 has to be a hypotenuse, dear. Understanding? Bigger number has to be the hypotenuse value. Now, dear, by Pythagorean triplet value, I directly write here. I am not using Pythagoras theorem. 3 and 4 are provided and 5 is the value which was necessary for hypotenuse. Fine. Now, by using this diagram, let me calculate the required value, that is sin theta and cos theta. Sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Okay, so what is opposite value? I have 3 and hypotenuse is 5. So what I'll be having? 3 divided by 5. Now cos theta is equal to what? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent is how much? 4 and hypotenuse is 5. So I'll be having 4 by 5. These are the required values. Fine. Now I'll simplify the question. So what is the question I have, dears? Look at the question. 4 sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 whole divided by 4 sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. This I need to evaluate. Fine. So let me first substitute the values. 4 into, what is sin theta, dears? 3 by 5. 4 into 3 by 5 minus, what is cos theta? I have 4 by 5. Let me write here 4 by 5 plus 1 by 1. Fine. Whole divided by, again 4 into sine theta, that is 3 by 5. Now plus cos theta is 4 by 5 minus 1 by 1. This is the substitution. Okay. Now we'll simplify this. 4 3s are 12, because you know dear, when I write here 4, it is nothing but 4 by 1. And what is the multiplication in case of fractions? Numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. Is it not? 4 3s are 12. 1 5s are 5 minus 4 by 5 plus 1 by 1. In the denominator also same thing we have to do. 4 3s are 12. 12 by 5 plus 4 by 5 minus 1 by 1. This is how I need to simplify. Okay, we'll continue the simplification part. Numerator. Take the LCM of the numerator. 5, 5 and 1. What is the LCM of the numerator? That is 5. See, 5 ones are 5. 5 ones are 5, 1 5s are 5. What I'll be having in the numerator? 12 ones are 12 minus 4 ones are 4 plus 1 5s are 5. Simplify the denominator part also. Don't forget to simplify the denominator, or else you will do wrong things in the examination. Okay. In the denominator part also, what is the LCM? 5 5 1 is there. So LCM will be 5. Here also 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 1 5s are 5. 12 ones are 12 plus 4 ones are 4, 5 ones are 5. Is it clear? Fine. Both the denominators are same. So I can cancel the denominator part here. What is left in the numerator? Just see, 12 plus 5, 17 minus 4 divided by 12 plus 4, 16 minus 5. At the end, 17 minus 4 is 13, 16 minus 5 is 11. So the final answer I need to have is 13 by 11. Understood?